Welcome to Films and Stuff with your hosts, Pete Mitchell and Ethan Hunt.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Films and Stuff podcast. I'm Ethan here with Pete. What's up, Pete?
Not much, buddy. How are you?
Everything is great. This is our weekly stream or skip episode. Regular listeners know the drill. Pete is the guru of the rules. I will let him break it down in 15 seconds or less.
All right,
Pete.
Here we go. Ethan has prepared a list of TV shows he'd like me to watch. I have done the same for him. And every week, we randomly assign each other one show from our respective lists, watch at least 2 episodes of that show, and decide if that show is worth being streamed or skipped.
That's right. I will kick it off if you don't. No, let's have you kick it off if you don't mind.
Yeah, because I think yours also leads into a wider discussion as to one of the things that we've decided to do with Amazon Prime.
That's right.
But let's not cross that bridge just yet.
So
for last week, or for this week rather, I had to watch a show on Hulu called Reservation Dogs.
Which I thought was about fine dining.
Yeah, I can see that. However,
but it's not.
It's not. This is an Indigenous American series set in rural Oklahoma. And that's where the term reservation comes from. It's about, I don't know if this is politically incorrect or not, but Native Americans, right? When I was a kid growing up, the term was Indian, which was all sorts of confusing because I actually am Indian from the country of India.
I don't mean to laugh. Habibi, I don't mean to laugh.
No, of course. I'll give you an example.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. I remember for one of my social studies assignments, we had to write to a state senator in the U.S. as part of Model U.S. Senate. I had to write to the senator of Delaware at the time, whoever it was, I don't even remember. And I had to say specifically, I am an East Indian. And I was just like, that doesn't help either. Anyway, it's about a group of Indigenous Americans.
Okay.
And what's interesting about the show is that it's one of the first, if not the first, shows that is where all the lead actors are predominantly Indigenous Americans, all the writers are Indigenous Americans, all the directors are Indigenous Americans. So it's really about representation. The show itself, the premise is that it centers on 4 kids who are not a gang officially, but have unofficially become a small gang, and they're dubbed the Reservation Dogs. They're looking to escape their boring lives in Oklahoma and move to California.
Okay.
And the reason they want to do that is because in the show's timeline last year, there was a 5th member of the group. He committed suicide.
No.
And one of his dreams for him and for the whole group of friends was to leave this dreary town in Oklahoma and move to LA or California in general. And so these kids do a wide variety of like petty crimes. So like in the first episode, the opening scene, they hijack a delivery truck that's making a delivery of like flaming hot chips to the local convenience store.
Okay.
And then they take that truck to a scrapyard and they sell it to the guy who owns the scrapyard.
But is this a documentary?
No. This is just a fictional series.
It's fiction.
Yeah.
Got it.
So that's what I mean by petty and not so petty crime. They're doing it not because they're bad kids, but they're doing it because they just want to raise money to escape this place.
Okay.
Think of this as like a black comedy. So, some of the humor is quite dark. And then you see that, another, I guess, Indigenous American girl from the big city moves to the small town. She creates her own gang called the NDN gang, like the Indian gang.
Oh, haha.
Exactly. And so they have, a gang rivalry that sets up. Every episode, they kind of focus on one of the other members in the gang. the overarching plot of the series isn't about them moving to California. That's just kind of like the plot MacGuffin. But the reality is that they're dealing with grief, they're dealing with loss, and the stories around it. Like, you have one of the kids, he's got a father who's abandoned him. The other kids is the girlfriend of the guy who committed suicide. And, so they're all kind of reeling from the grief of this kid not being there, of all the really shitty circumstances that are going on in their personal lives, that sort of thing. So look, the series is very good. It's very solid, but it is absolutely not a high priority watch. I watched 4 episodes. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So like even after watching the second, I wanted to watch a third and fourth. I will probably finish the series.
Really?
But it's not a high priority watch. And unlike you know how in the past you've talked about saving series for long flights because these are really good series. This is the kind of show that I would save for a long flight. I've already downloaded it on my iPad so that whenever I'm on a flight next, I'll have, 4 hours of entertainment. I think in all there's like 10 episodes, so half hour-ish each.
Oh, that's great. It sounds like a really good find.
Yeah, it's a really solid mooch. If you're not into dark humor, you're not going to get it. It was created by Taika Waititi, so there's a little bit of that humor in there, but it's not overtly wacky and slapstick like his stuff normally is. My recommendation is, if you so far have been aligned with me, you'll find this as a mooch. Ethan, I know you. I think you should watch 1 episode and decide for yourself.
Okay.
I have a sneaking suspicion it'll be a skip for you, but I don't think it'll be anything beyond a mooch.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to come back to me and say this is the best show I've ever watched. Yeah. I have a strong feeling that if it's not a skip, it'll be a mooch at best.
Okay. Where is it again?
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu. That seems like a Hulu or FX type show, right?
It is. It totally is. I think they've got 2 seasons out, and I believe the 3rd one is coming out very shortly.
Okay. I'll definitely give it a try. Okay. That is Reservation Dogs on Hulu. Moving on to my streamer skip.
Controversial for a couple of reasons. So just to give, before you start, as a preface, as a reminder, Ethan was originally assigned a show called The Power on Amazon.
Which looks good, by the way.
I mean, I saw the trailer. I thought it looked fantastic. I thought it was right up our alley.
Yeah.
Yet, for reasons that are all too familiar to me, he had to not watch The Power.
And this is not fair because I am a resident of Dubai, living in Dubai, and I can access Amazon Prime, which I pay for. I'm able to see a number of shows. The Power is not listed on Amazon Prime. And it doesn't make any sense to me because I'm registered on Amazon Prime in Dubai. I'm using a Dubai credit card. I'm a valid payer of it. It doesn't make any sense to me why some shows are available to me and some are not. I think you've got the issue that you are a UK Amazon Prime subscriber with a billing address of London, with a UK credit card. You're traveling to India, East India, to visit your family, and it's not available in India. I think that's unjustifiable, but there's at least a thread of logic to it.
There isn't, because plot twist, I got in touch with Amazon Prime.
What'd they say?
And I gave them hell.
Good.
What the F is going on? Why is it possible that I am not able to watch the show while I'm traveling? And a representative told me, well, it's possible because you're traveling and we have various licensing issues in different nationalities.
Oh,
so
no.
The shows that may be available in the UK may not be available in India. But the good news is the shows that are available in India are available to you as well, even though you're a UK Prime subscriber. I said, okay, that's kind of fair enough. I get that. I Googled it. So remember, I was supposed to watch The Island. Guess where Island streams on in India?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime India.
Come on, that doesn't
So
not
it
fair at
is
all.
not a licensing issue. That's total
No.
bullshit. What
Yeah.
it is, and Amazon does this for Amazon Prime for its shopping. If you have an Amazon Prime UK account and you want to buy something with Amazon Prime in the UK, you can access Amazon Prime in the UK. Fine. I
Yeah.
cannot access Amazon Prime in India because I am an Amazon Prime UK subscriber, which means that Amazon told me I have to buy Amazon Prime in India if I want to do Amazon Prime shopping in India,
That's not fair.
which means that in every territory I could potentially live in or visit, I would need to buy a separate Amazon Prime account. And you know what? I can vaguely, although I still don't agree with it, I can vaguely justify that because logistics and shipping are different in every country. I can maybe get on board with that. I cannot, however, get on board with that for its subscription service because guess what? Netflix is a global company. I don't have to pay a separate subscription fee for Netflix India when I'm traveling here. They're very happy to accept me as a Netflix UK subscriber. I get access to all of Netflix's shows that are only in India while I'm in India. They don't say, oh, sorry, you can't watch these shows because you're not paying for an Indian account in Netflix.
Well, it's even more unfair because these are Amazon originals. It's not like this is like a movie that they've licensed from Paramount or someone and they've said, okay, but we only have the licensing rights in the UK or in India. These are Amazon Prime originals. There's no one else who should have the distribution to these. Absolutely, it should be made available to us.
So I am calling bullshit, forgive my
So am I.
language, on Amazon Prime. I think their customer service was just an appalling excuse because they should have been able to see that internally.
Yeah.
I would totally understand. Actually, I wouldn't, but I would accept that if The Island was streaming on Disney Plus or Hotstar or some other network or streaming platform in India, I could understand why Amazon Prime in India wasn't showing it. But when Amazon Prime India is showing the same program as the Amazon Prime in the UK, then I, as a subscriber to Amazon Prime UK, should have access to that. I shouldn't need my own dedicated Amazon Prime India subscription.
I totally agree with you.
Anyway, forgive my tangent. And so the conclusion of this, I made the executive decision. I don't want to have to deal with this anymore. I hate that you have to deal with this as well, at least for the time being. Any Amazon Prime show that's on our streamer skip list is being skipped automatically, not as a rating, but as a we're not going to bother including it. It's a waste of my time trying to deal with it while I'm traveling. It's a waste of your time trying to figure it out, even as a resident of Dubai. I think it's shameless. Amazon, if they're not ready to get on the platform that they themselves own and kind of control the narrative, then they're not interested in us as subscribers.
I agree. I'm going to also raise my complaint with them, but okay, onwards and upwards. Whenever God closes a door, he opens a window, right? That's what they say. And in this case, fine, I could not watch The Power. Instead, I took it upon myself to assign myself Hijack, Idris Elba, Apple TV Plus.
Awesome.
Boy, oh boy, what a gem. Spoiler alert, I loved it, so much so that I told Pete about it. Pete, you watched it, right?
And I loved it.
Loved it. So first things first, it is exceptionally hard to film a show or a movie on an airplane. It's really difficult, right? Because usually what they've got to do is they've got these cutout airplanes where like one whole side is cut off. It's hard to find airplanes that look like genuinely luxurious or modern, right? Especially like the business class, the first class. Hijack looks great. It looks legitimately like an Emirates or whatever other good airline you take. The business and first class look like swanky as they should. Economy looks normal, like it should. The galleys, the bathrooms, the cockpit. It looks legitimately like it was filmed on a modern aircraft. The premise of the show, not a surprise, it's exactly in the title. It is an airplane that has been hijacked. Here's the spoiler alert. Idris Elba kind of aligns himself with the hijackers, and he does it on the basis that, look, I just want to live. I just want to get back home to my family. So if I need to help you get there safely, I'll be on your side. I'll help you against all the other passengers to keep them calm and to like put down any uprisings. Do we believe that? That's kind of like the main question. Is he self-interested, or is he just trying to curry favor with the hijackers? He's eventually going to turn on them. We get some clues every episode one way or the other, right?
Absolutely. Man, I gotta say, this is a thrilling show to watch.
It's a thrilling show to watch. Just like every show, I have to expect this is going to be on for multiple seasons. Season 1 is going to take place predominant.
Think so?
I think it's going to be season 1 predominantly on an airplane. We also see things that are happening, kind of like in London, in like air traffic control in Dubai. The flight originates from Dubai. It's on Kingdom Airlines, which I originally thought was going to be Saudi Arabia, but actually I guess it is United Kingdom.
It's a British airliner, yeah.
Yeah. So I would expect that this is going to be a little bit like Prison Break. That season 1 takes place in the aircraft, right? Season 2 is going to be
airport,
maybe, and then like it's going to lead to like this larger, wider government conspiracy, and Idris Elba is going to be kind of the main James Bond night agent, Mission Impossible type character that helps to track down this entire conspiracy up the ladder wherever it emanates from.
I mean, what's great is, and you'll talk about this more, but I think what's really great is that they haven't positioned him as a secret agent. They haven't positioned him as a police officer, as a law enforcement official.
Yeah.
He is simply a lead negotiator for the corporate world, right? He handles mergers and acquisitions.
Right.
And he's basically like a corporate fixer, not a legal fixer, but like a corporate fixer. Premise-wise, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So when I was watching this, one thing made me super angry. The pilot's decision.
Oh my God. What a jerk face.
This whole thing would be over, by the way.
Oh, in minutes.
Very, very disappointing. Not only, so we can do spoilers, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So not only did he beat up his co-pilot, who's a woman, which seems twice as wrong, right? Like he smashed in her face with like an aluminum type of water bottle, right?
Yeah.
Which is horribly brutal. So that relationship is dead, right? Like he's never going to have her trust again. He's never going to fly again. He allowed all the hijackers to take control of the aircraft, to get into the cockpit, all because he didn't want them to kill his mistress, who is a flight attendant.
Honestly, what a stupid, dumb thing.
And at the time, we found out that they were hollow bullets. So they may not have even killed her, right?
Well, to be fair, he wouldn't have known that, but still, like, it's such a stupid
He should have just landed the plane, emergency landing, turn around, or wherever they were at the time, get on the ground. She would have died, but someone's already died on the plane.
Kudos to them, by the way, for it being the opposite trope, right? Like normally it's always the hijackers taking advantage of like the quote unquote weak-willed woman. And in fact, it was the other way around where where it was the female co-pilot who was like, under no circumstances can you allow this to happen.
Yeah.
And, he cowards out because he's a big jerk coward.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm not on the pilot side.
I'm absolutely not on the pilot side. I was just so enraged when that happened. Any passengers specifically that you like or don't like? I thought it's weird that there's a priest.
I wasn't a fan of the mom. Like
I didn't like
family
the mom.
I thought she was...
the mom is terrible. Yeah.
Awful, awful. Like, and
Yeah.
not just that. Like, I think she's just a bad mom.
Yeah, I agree. The kid getting lost, but overall, I have to say it's a fantastic drama thriller.
Honestly, I'm glad that you chose this as your
Mhm.
alternate because it's been on my watch list, but again, because it's on Streamer
Yeah,
Skip, and
yeah,
this is now a show that like every Wednesday when it comes out on Apple TV,
yeah.
I'm desperate to see what happens next.
We've shit on Amazon Prime, justifiably so. Apple TV Plus is killing it, right?
100%.
We just got done being fascinated by Silo, a show that cost approximately $0 to make because it's filmed in a silo, right? And now we're just fascinated by Hijack, a show that cost slightly more than that because it's just made on an airplane and an air traffic control tower. Again, the cost effectiveness of Apple, which has a gazillion dollars to spend, versus Amazon, who likes to just burn their money. Citadel, how much did it cost an episode? $50 million?
Yeah, 50 million per episode.
How much do you think Silo cost an episode? 5? 10?
Yeah, no more than 10. And I'm being generous with 10.
10. I mean, 20% of the cost, right?
Yeah.
And it's dramatically more engaging. Like I was always looking forward to Fridays, right? When Silo would come out.
Yeah.
Same thing with Hijack. Let's say Hijack costs 10 million to make. Only one named actor. And again, it's filmed on an airplane. It costs 10. It's a fraction of the cost.
I think practically speaking, also, it's so much faster to shoot because you're not worried about 100 different locations. You had a Dubai air traffic center.
Yeah.
You had a London air traffic center. You had a London residential address, a London commercial address, and one airplane, which, by the way, I bet you against anything, they've taken like an old 747 or 737 that's kind of parked up somewhere that's not flying anymore. And they converted that at a significant cost because, as you rightly said, it looks the part. Like it doesn't look like a set. It looks like a real working airplane. And that's it. I don't know how long these things take to shoot, but I imagine it's dramatically faster.
I'm sure this is 100% wrong. Don't everyone tell me, but I would say you should be able to shoot an episode in a week. And if this is 6 episodes long, is it only 6 episodes this season?
I think it's only 6, yeah.
You should be able to do this in 6 to 8 weeks. I'm sure someone's going to tell me that's not possible, but realistically, there's no wardrobe changes. They are on a flight. There is no wardrobe change at all. You get the people there, you sit them in the exact, and again, there's no, you walk over here, you walk over there. Is the lighting right? The lighting is always right? You don't have to worry if it's a cloudy day, a sunny day, is it morning,
it's all
noon,
interior
night.
shots, yeah.
All interior shots. Everyone's wearing the exact same thing. They're sitting in the exact same place. You got a bunch of lines to do. You're not doing all these complex camera angles or anything.
Practically no CGI, except obviously the clouds behind in the air.
Yeah. You should be able to knock an episode out in a week. They said to Idris Elba, hey, you want $2 million? I need you for 2 months. He's like, fine. I've got 2 months break. What do I have to do? Stay in London.
We'll pick you up. We'll take you to this warehouse that's like an hour out of London.
The same shirt on, the same jeans. We'll never shoot your shoes. Go barefoot. Wear flip-flops. We don't care. Right? Super cheap to make. Right? The same with Silo. Come on, Silo, they all wore the same thing. Sheriff's got the brown sheriff UPS outfit on. Everyone else is wearing rags. Not a lot of wardrobe. You have a lot of extras kind of walking around. That's it. It's editing. I have to say, Apple TV Plus is brilliant. This is a great show. It's not going to change your life. It's a very, very compelling TV show if you just want to chill out and watch something. But again, compared the value for money, Rings of Power and Citadel, and there's I haven't found any significant plot gaps. Have you?
No.
It's very, very tight. Citadel was all over the place. Oh my God. you have to assume this and believe that and ignore this and all nonsense, right? With Tucci and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, there's no issues at all. So highly, highly recommend. It's a must subscribe. If you've already subscribed to Apple TV Plus and you've watched this silo, I have to say, you're absolutely getting your money's worth. Amazon Prime, go screw yourself. You're creating really terrible value. I have nothing even decent to watch on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. No, and even if there is something decent, like Air, for example,
you can't watch it.
I'm not even allowed to watch it.
No. So that is Hijack, Apple TV Plus. A must subscribe.
Absolutely spend the 4 hours it takes to catch up on the last 4 episodes. You will not regret it.
One thing I just thought of, though, they're saying it's a 7-hour flight from Dubai to London, which is roughly accurate, right? You think that they should have made this like 24, where they'd have 7 episodes and they'd have kind of a clock.
I was thinking exactly that, but I think this is fine. I don't think it's... I think that was more of a gimmick at the time, right? Now I think it's, who cares about the gimmick? It's all about the story.
Right. What do we have for next week on Streamer Skip?
So for next week, we are both on Netflix. You, my friend, are watching Florida Man, and I am watching Keep Breathing. I don't know anything about it, but it sounds interesting.
All right. So in any case, let's turn our attention to next week's Streamer Skip.
If you have any other shows you would like us to watch for you, we're happy to do so. Tweet at us on Twitter at F&S Podcast. You can DM us on Instagram at Films and Stuff Podcast. You can email us aloha@filmsandstuffpodcast.com. And of course, as always, we'd love it if you like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, hit that bell. All of those things are going to help us out tremendously and make sure that we get to you almost immediately.
All right, Pete, thank you for your time. Listeners, thank you for your time. We will see you next week at Films and Stuff Podcast. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Ethan. Thanks, everyone.
Bye now.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Films and Stuff. If you haven't already, please subscribe and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever podcasts are downloaded. Films and Stuff. There is no substitute.